breaking news. Victor Osimhen has came out and said that he is ready for the next step in his career at the end of the season. So this confirms that he will be leaving Napoli at the end of the year. This will be a big price tag considering the contract he had just signed and the release clause that has been put into place. Now, we know many clubs in the Premier League would love to bring the Nigerian to the Premier League to their team because he had torn up, like I just said, the Serie A, scoring 26 goals. Now, this year he's fallen off a little bit, but he still doesn't have terrible numbers. Now, a big team that is interested is Arsenal. Arsenal are joining the race for him because, they are in need of a striker. Right now, the biggest problem with Arsenal is a number 9, a natural number 9, a killer instinct number 9, and that is Victor Osimhen. And Chelsea have been the bigger team at the moment, showing the most interest, At the moment, Victor Osimhen has even said that he looked up to Didier Drogba and said that he, who is a Chelsea legend, saying that since he's Nigerian, he relates a lot to him and looks up to him a lot. And we all know that Didier Drogba is a Chelsea legend. So that kind of puts kind of a foot towards him wanting Chelsea a bit more. But the thing is, Chelsea at the moment are a mid-table club for the past 2 years. Chelsea has been nothing but mediocrity fighting with mid-table clubs. At the moment, they battle it out with Wolves, Fulham, Brighton. Brighton technically has been battling it out with the European clubs last season, but this year, they are more with Chelsea. But the thing is, we could say that Arsenal has Champions League football. Most likely they will have it next year. Chelsea will be lucky to have Conference League football, if we can all be real here. And for him to take a step forward in his career really wouldn't be from going from a Champions League team that just won the Serie A to a team that's battling with Wolves at 10th place, right? There's 3 things certain that we've seen in the Premier League lately, and it's most likely Chelsea will be in the mid-table battle. Man United will be a couple spots ahead, and Man City battling for the Premier League title. Those are certain every year for these past 2 seasons. And now he wants to take a step forward to Chelsea? No, sir. If you want to take a step forward, you go to Arsenal Football Club because they are a striker away from being able to win the Premier League and the Champions League, and that's something that's known in the football world. But Chelsea are ready to pay for Victor Osimhen's release clause, which is 120 to 130, around that. That's a big money for a big-time striker, and the thing is, with the numbers that he's put in this year, 13 matches, 7 goals, 2 assists, it isn't up to par to his last year's numbers, which were 26 goals in 32 games. And in the Champions League, he's had 4 matches and 1 goal. So, what does this mean? Well, he's fallen off a bit now that all the eyes are on him. Last year, he was kind of his breakout year, and this year, everybody wants to see if it was a fluke year or if he could do it again, and so far, his finishing skills have not been up to par to his last year's form, where he was the hottest striker in the world at one point, where Napoli was going through the Champions League, where they got to the quarterfinals and eventually lost to Milan and won the Serie A. So, what does this mean for Victor Osimhen? I think he's gonna lose some value to many teams. I think Chelsea's the only one that would buy the release clause no matter what happens, because Chelsea, we've seen, have been a bit reckless with their spending. They spent 100 million on Mudryk, they're spending 100 million on Enzo, they're spending 100 million on Caicedo. They just give out 100 million as if it's Christmas and they're Santa Claus. So I could definitely see them do this again with Victor Osimhen, who had a good year, and now they feel like they could replicate it if he goes to Chelsea. Arsenal, on the other hand, well, you got a player here that is saying that he looks up to Chelsea legends. He's kind of hinting that he wants Chelsea, so it's more like he's going for the money. A player that has been saying that he openly wants Arsenal is Ivan Toney. So in my eyes, the most realistic thing that could happen in the summer is that Ivan Toney goes to Arsenal and Victor Osimhen goes to Chelsea, because both of these guys are coming out on interviews basically, hinting that they want the clubs that I just named that they'll most likely go to, and there's mutual interest from the clubs in bringing in that same player, and I believe that's exactly what's going to happen, because Ivan Toney, he's already playing in a mid-table club in the Premier League. He would love to compete for titles, and Arsenal are currently doing that, are our number 9 away from being the favorites to be able to win the Premier League next season and possibly even the Champions League. Meanwhile, Chelsea, on the other hand, Victor Osimhen could come in and the only thing that you could really expect from him is scoring goals to help them get into European football. So there's a difference of level there, because Chelsea at the moment are mid-table, Arsenal at the moment are fighting at the top. But anyways, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this, and make sure to leave a comment down below. Where do you think Victor Osimhen will go, and where do you think he should go? Should he go to Chelsea or Arsenal?